The Adventures of Chanticleer and Partlet Part 1. How they went to the mountains to eat nuts. "The nuts are ready to eat," said Chanticleer the rooster to his wife, Partlet the hen. "Let's go to the mountains and eat lots of yummy nuts before the squirrel finds them all." "Yes," said Partlet. "Let's go have a fun day together." So they went to the mountains. It was a beautiful day, and they stayed until evening eating many tasty nuts. Maybe they ate so many nuts they felt too full to walk home. Or maybe they just felt a little bit lazy. They decided they did not want to walk. Chanticleer had an idea. He built a little carriage out of nutshells. When it was finished, Partlet hopped inside. "Okay, Chanticleer," she said. "You can pull me home now." "Pull you?" squawked Chanticleer. "Oh no, I don't think so. I would rather walk home. How about this? I can sit on the front like a driver, but I won't pull the carriage." Just then, a duck came quacking towards them. "Hey, what are you two doing here near my pond?" she quacked loudly. She waddled quickly towards Chanticleer, flapping her wings. But Chanticleer quickly hopped out of the way, and the duck tumbled past him in a flurry of feathers. "Whoa!" quacked the duck, feeling a bit silly. All right," said Chanticleer kindly. "Maybe you could help us. If you pull our little carriage home, we'll call it even." The duck thought for a moment. Pulling the little nutshell carriage didn't seem too hard. "Okay," she agreed. Chanticleer hopped onto the front of the carriage like a driver. "Let's go, duck," he chirped. "Go as fast as you can." And off they went, clip-clop, quack-quack, down the path. After a little while, they saw a needle and a pin walking slowly down the road. "Stop, stop," called the needle. "It's getting dark, and it's hard to see the path. It's also quite muddy." He explained that he and his friend, the pin, had been visiting friends far down the road and hadn't realized how late it was. "Could you possibly give us a ride in your carriage?" asked the pin politely. Chanticleer saw they were very thin and wouldn't take up much space. "All right," he said. "You can ride with us, but please be careful not to get mud on the wheels, and try not to step on Partlet's toes." Late that night, they arrived at an inn. It was too dark to travel safely, and the duck was very tired from pulling the carriage. She waddled sleepily from side to side. They decided to stay the night at the inn. At first, the innkeeper wasn't sure. "My inn is very full," he said, looking at the unusual group. But Chanticleer and Partlet spoke very nicely. Partlet gave him a fresh egg she had laid on the journey. "And our friend the duck might lay another egg tomorrow," Chanticleer added helpfully. So the innkeeper smiled and let them in. They asked for a nice supper and had a happy, cozy evening. Very early the next morning, before the sun came up, and while everyone else was asleep, Chanticleer woke Partlet. They found the egg they had saved from supper, carefully pecked it open, ate the yummy inside, and tossed the empty shells near the fireplace. Then, feeling mischievous, they tiptoed over to where the pin and needle were sleeping. They gently picked them up. As a silly trick, they carefully stood the needle and the pin up on the innkeeper's table, like two tiny shiny statues. After playing their silly trick, Chanticleer and Partlet tiptoed quietly out of the inn. The duck was sleeping outside in the yard. She heard them leaving and, wanting to start her day, hopped into the nearby stream for a refreshing swim. An hour later, the innkeeper woke up. He yawned and stretched. He walked to the fireplace to warm up. As he poked the ashes, the empty eggshells fluttered up, making a little dusty cloud. "Goodness me," he coughed, wiping the dust from his eyes. He noticed the little pin and needle standing carefully on his table. "Well, that's funny," he mumbled sleepily. "Everything seems tricky this morning." He decided to sit down in his big, comfy armchair. He felt much better after a moment's rest, but he remembered the unusual guests from last night. He looked around, but Chanticleer, Partlet, the pin and the needle were all gone. "Well, I never," he huffed, feeling a bit grumpy. "Those tricky visitors, they ate supper but left without saying goodbye, only leaving behind their silly jokes." He decided he would be more careful about letting unusual guests stay at his inn next time.